Are you looking at the co-main event as a number one contender fight?
I don't ever do that.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Covington was in the building. Does that seem like the fight to make now? I mean, obviously the history there.
It's the fight to make. Yeah, he's the number one guy in the world, and
then just last thing for me, where does Justin Gaethje kind of fit in all this now? Because there are a lot.
He fits very well in all this. So after this plays out, he's probably next in line.
Dana, you're a f***ing liar. Alright guys, before I get into this video, I do have to go ahead and give my predictions for UFC 262. I'm going to go ahead and make this nice and fast. Let's go ahead and start on the main card. We're going to go ahead in the Shane Burgos and Edson Barbosa fight. I got Shane Burgos, who's going to go ahead and win that fight. In the women's flyweight, we have Viviane and Caitlin. I'm going to go ahead and pick Viviane. And the Tony Ferguson and Dariush fight, I'm going to go ahead and go with Tony. And the lightweight and the main event, Michael Chandler or Charles Oliveira, I'm going to go ahead and pick Michael Chandler. However, I wouldn't be mad at whoever wins this fight. I love both of those guys on the ring, on the octagon, and off the octagon. They're both great human beings. Their Instagram, their social media is just super positive. So best of luck with both of those guys. Just going to go ahead with Michael Chandler just because I'm a big believer in size. And when you have a wrestler with the size, I've seen it a lot recently where even the guy who's really good at jiu-jitsu doesn't have really a chance against the guy who has the bigger size and is the wrestler. So, hey, at any point, Oliveira, put him on a submission, armbar, triangle choke. Yes, it could happen. However, I'm just going to say that recently we haven't seen that, and I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with the wrestler. Hey, listen, the wrestler had the championship until he retired in this division. I'm still going to say that the wrestler is going to go ahead and win the title one more time. Wrestling is just very important in the UFC. All right, this video was definitely not about predictions. It's about who is the next opponent for the light heavyweight division. I'm going to tell you right now, guys, it's going to be Conor McGregor. Yes, that's right. If Conor goes ahead and win his fight on July against Dustin Poirier, he is going to get that shot at the title. Why? Because money talks, baby. Dana just came out and said when they asked him if Tony or Dariush are the next guys in line to win the title, and he said, I don't know, I don't do those kind of things. Really, Dana? Really? We have you in different press conferences. Check it out.
Covington was in the building. Does that seem like the fight to make now? I mean, obviously the history there.
It's the fight to make. Yeah, he's the number one guy in the world, and
then just last thing for me, where does Justin Gaethje kind of fit in all this now? Because there are a lot.
He fits very well in all this. So after this plays out, he's probably next in line.
Guys, Dana is not dumb. He is a businessman, and he's running a business, and he's running it to the top. Everything Dana does, it looks like it's working out for him. It's looking like it's working out for the UFC. Is there things that I have a problem with the UFC? Mainly fighter pay. That's my number one problem with the UFC. Other than that, man, they're just running a well-oiled machine, and they're just going to keep getting better. They're focusing more on the younger guys. They're older guys. If they mess up too quick, they're out of there. But point is this. Conor is still a cash cow for the UFC. His main event with Poirier is going to sell out. They're going to do great numbers on pay-per-view. And Dana wants money. And he's going to want to keep making money. So when if Conor McGregor wins that fight, he's going to be the number one in line for the championship. And whether you like it or not, whether you think it's fair, but he hasn't been around, it doesn't matter. Forget about, I want people to do me a favor, to forget about the rankings in the UFC. If we're looking at rankings, Gaethje should get the shot. Gaethje is sitting there, hasn't fought in a while, but guess what? Gaethje is boring to the casual fan like me. Gaethje is boring. There's no marketability with Gaethje. Sure, he's an amazing fighter. He can knock your ass out, and it's all great. And listen, it's fun to watch Justin Gaethje. Don't get me wrong. It's fun to watch Justin Gaethje aim the ring. He's awesome. But for a casual, a person that doesn't really watch UFC, who would you rather watch? Conor McGregor or Justin Gaethje? Conor McGregor is the brand. He has the big name. You can ask anybody in the street who's Conor McGregor, and they're going to tell you he is a mixed martial art fighter. He's in the UFC. You ask anybody in the street who's Justin Gaethje, and they're going to look at you and say he's a painter, or he's a graphic designer, or he's a fashion designer. Not many people are going to know who Justin Gaethje is. So Dana White is going to make the fight that makes the most money. It's not about what makes more sense. It's about what makes the most money. And honestly, can anybody in the comments tell me right now that they won't watch a Conor McGregor and whoever, whether it's Chandler or Charles Oliveira, fight? No, you're gonna watch it. We're all gonna watch it. And that's what I have to say about that. So, if Dustin wins, though, it's gonna be Gaethje. It's gonna be Gaethje most likely, or it's gonna be Dustin versus Gaethje, depending on how bad hurt is gonna come out of that fight. Who's gonna come out more banged up, Dustin or McGregor? A lot of things changes. I am 1,000% sure that Dana is banking on Conor McGregor to win that fight, and in my opinion, he's also banking on Chandler, who is the more marketable one out of the two, Charles Oliveira or Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler is the more marketable one. So he would love to see Michael Chandler against the notorious Conor McGregor. All right, guys, let me know what you think about this video. Drop the comments below. I appreciate that. Much love. I'm out of here.